1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights ahead of the drivers. And we are off and away here and into Italy. And look at that. Let's see. Did Welsh Jack get a great start? Look at that. He's cleared the field. Fridge makes his way up from P4. And Speedy holds his own in P2. Dom makes his way up next to his teammate into the podium positions. And Jamie goes through on the Alpine driver. Subby into P3 somehow through all the shithousery. And that is the Williams in P3. AQ Flow into P5 as Jamie is falling back into P6. These two fighting for the championship just a couple seasons ago. So let's do this here. Jamie gets the win here, and look at that. Yeah, okay. Jamie ahead into the second chicane. AQ Flow looking for a way to fight that back. Mr. Speedy from the front row of the grid all the way back into P8 now. Kant in P9. Very unfortunate for the Italian driver, and Ron Beeford has already capitalized on the lap 1 chaos. That is P10 for the Aston Martin reserve. And Firefighter P now. P11 just outside of the top 10. Dweezy and Optimus Prime absolutely going at it. Dweezy out of the track, and unfortunately Bryce is going to get the jump on the Alfa Romeo driver. Both Hasses next to each other, and it looks like they're going to get, they're almost poised to overtake the Alfa Romeo. Teammate on teammate action. That doesn't sound right. Speedy goes through on AQ Flow around the outside of Curva Grande. Just what you want to see here. Here's the DRS train, and that is Jamie taking away his hopes and dreams. Down into P4 goes the Williams driver, so long as he can make no more mistakes. Beeford gained 9 positions, but it looks like somehow Rexy is going down the inside at Ascari on the Aston Martin. He has no choice but to lose his position for now. He gets a really good run out of Ascari and almost hits the back of the McLaren, as much as I wish he did. They're going side by side now all the way down to Parabolica, and it looks like Beeford is ahead by corner entry. And that is Jamie! Oh no, Jamie out of Parabolica. What is might be fighting for a little bit, and you can see FRA Rexy loses the position to Kantz. Kantz going down the inside and absolutely sticks it where he needs to be. That is P6 for the Italian driver. Mr. Speedy and Fridge desperately trying to keep his P4 that he started with. Jack leads the race with a 2.4 second gap down the inside, or around the outside actually, for now. Goes Mr. Speedy, and Fridge loses out by just kind of happenstance, I suppose, the curb. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Lots of people losing their positions here at the very back. Hops goes through on inertia, and Jamie there hops into P12, sets his sights on AQ Flow. Yesterday, Mr. Speedy's going to take that all away from him, though. Down the inside goes the speeding Red Bull, and that is P2 for Mr. Speedy there. Can Sub possibly fight that back? You can see him ghosting a little bit. Fridge, the similarly blue car, and that is a safety car, a full safety car. Getting a little bit getting very feisty, and that is Welsh Jack's cue to go. And Welsh Jack full throttle. You can see there Fridge is absolutely hounding the Williams driver, and so is Kantz there. Kantz is absolutely trying to look for a move. It might go 3 wide into turn 1. It very well could go 3 wide into turn 1 so far. It has not. Subby has to defend, and that is Kantz. No! Getting tangled up, and now at the very back of the grid with Ryan and Fridge. 10 out of 27, 17 laps of racing action to go. Rexy going around the outside, Gabriel going defensive, and it is going 3 wide. Ron Beeford going down the inside. He has the most advantageous line, and he takes P4. It's a double overtake for now. What can Gabriel do to prevent that from happening? And Ron Beeford is ahead with a double overtake of the race. That's okay. That's probably the overtake of the race. Love this. And you can see there side by side, these guys are actually a lot more evenly matched than I thought. And Hops might be going down the inside as well on Gabriel. Another very, very good double overtake, which is probably a little bit better. Shit, look at this. Oh no! Onto the grass goes Hops after Rexy kind of forces Gabriel into the side of the Ferrari. That is no good, and you can see the AlphaTauri there of Optimus Prime. DRS open for the Haas driver. I can't get a good angle. Come on. A better angle. There we go. That's the one we want. He desperately wants to try and go around the outside of Ascari, and Firefighter P puts his car where it needs to be, and it looks like Zach might try. What the hell? Trixjan's going through. We're actually going to fight side by side down. Oh, shit. AQ Flow. AQ Flow. Oh, no. AQ Flow's out of the race. Back on the track, on the racing line even, and AQ Flow with a very late maneuver is out of today's Grand Prix. Trying to break the drag. Fridge and Inertia, though. Fridge and Rexy. Rexy goes down the inside, and that is had Jack into P2, overtaking Zach out of turn 2. And now we're getting pretty good side-by-side action. You can see the Red Bull of Mr. Speedy going around the outside of Curva Grande. Beeford follows suit, most likely, and getting a very, very good run. It doesn't seem he's able to actually capitalize on it. He's stuck his nose where it needs to be, though. Beeford forcing Zach to give him the better line, and that is Zach into Gabriel. And that is subtitled off as well. I'm not entirely sure what just happened. That is a virtual safety car, not the full one, thank God. On the outside of Beeford, doesn't really work out, and he does get cucked by Rexy a little bit. With lots of contact, 3 wide between himself and, a couple of other drivers. Kant gains the most from this, so the Kant stream is still alive, guys. And Subby on the inside of his Italian friend here. Do they do it cleanly? That's the main thing. Do they get through cleanly? Subby goes off the track, and so far it looks like they have gotten through cleanly. Trixchans goes through on the Williams driver. Rexy goes through on the Williams driver. Optimus Prime is prime. Is primed to overtake the Williams driver as well, but in a bit of a Williams sandwich so far, it does look like with the better run, and he almost, weaving. Pulls into the slipstream of Hops, and that is down the inside of IHOPS there. Beeford follows suit, or tries to. At the very least, he tries to. So Hops goes late to hopefully counteract Speedy's overtake, but that has absolutely backfired on him. Now that Beeford has gone through. Fridge, very, very vulnerable to the Alpine drivers. Ryan and Gabriel, oh no, Jesus Christ. You can see everybody's kind of bumping around, and Zach gains a lot from this. Got really close, but got cucked at the very end. And look at this, Ron Beeford going down on Speedy. Speedy breaks a little bit later than the Aston Martin, and the Aston Martin somehow just kind of forces his way in there, and I don't think it's actually worked out for him. Does he get a better run than the Red Bull? No, he does not, and that's so far scrap of getting. Oh, we can see Speedy on Jack here, and yellow flags, and oh yeah, Beeford's gone through on Jack as well. So Speedy, somehow Zach's gonna pick something up, and Optus Prime. Oh yeah, Kant's. What the hell? What the hell's happening here? Kant's going through, and that is another 5-second time penalty. Maybe he might get that removed, but 8 seconds. I don't know. Anyway, Kant's is in the podium. Technically, by sheer technicality, he's in the podium, and now he's back where he started. There we go. So Jack on Speedy then, and that is for P2 of the race. Speedy is probably going to break late, so hopefully combat this, but it looks like Jack. Jack's taking it quite easily, quite cleanly. 4, 2, and 1 for the final point scoring position, which Broxy's trying to absolutely keep, and that is another 3 seconds added onto the tally of Gabriel. It's like no one's really shifting around, unfortunately. You can see here Gabriel and Trixchans going through on each other. And Gabriel does lead the Aston Martin as Zach and these guys are all fighting. Optimus Prime hits the back wheel of the Haas, and unfortunately Trixchans loses the... Oh, fuck's sake. And that's Trixchans out of the points for today. It's open for the Red Bull. This is the pass for not the lead, but for P2. And it looks like he's gotten it off relatively cleanly. Can Jack fight it any longer? Can Jack actually fight it? How much ERS does he have? Not much. He's actually been burning for themselves. And now Ron Beeford goes to the final curve to take the race win just in a second here, but let's just stick with these guys, and it looks like Jack has lost out, so Ron Beeford takes the win in Italy as Mr. Speedy. Oh, that is a photo finish if I've ever seen one, right out of the Cars movies. And Hops takes P4.